Good morning, students. I'm Rajni Gehlot from BDSVM. I'm PGT English, and today I'm going to teach you English of class 12, and the book is Flamingo. The name of the poem is Keeping Quiet, which is composed by Pablo Neruda. Firstly, I'll tell you about the poet of this poem, whose name is Pablo Neruda. He was the pen name and later legal name of this famous Chilean poet, diplomat, politician. He won the Nobel Prize for Literature in the year 1971. Pablo Neruda was born in 1904 and he was died in 1973. And his pen name was Pablo Neruda, and later legal name of this famous Chilean poet, diplomat. He was a diplomat, he was a politician, and he won Nobel Prize for Literature in year 1971. When did he won the prize? Nobel Prize in 1971. He wrote in green ink, which was his personal symbol. Means mostly we write in blue or black ink, but he wrote with green ink, which was his personal symbol for desire and hope. Green color show his desire and hope. That's why he write with green ink. His writings are simple, wherein lies their beauty. All the writings were very simple, in which we can see their beauty. Originally written in Spanish, the essence of this poem is based on introspection, which we are going to study. This is based on introspection. Introspection means Atma Nirikshan, and retrospections. The poem is based on the introspection and retrospection. The poet feels that some soul searching is need for us to be at peace with ourselves and others. In this poem, the poet is trying to us that we should try to search, and there is need of silence, there is need of peace in our life when we are very busy. So we should pay attention at ourselves and others also during our life. So this was the introduction of the author. Now I am going to tell you the introduction of the lesson, and introduction of the poem. The poem Keeping Quiet, as written by Pablo Neruda, discusses the need of maintaining peace and silence. In this poem, the poet is trying to tell us there is need of maintenance, peace and silence in our life. When we are so busy, we have no time to ourselves, we have no time to others also. He stresses upon being quiet and harmless to the human beings. And the poet stresses, poet जो है stress देता है upon being quiet, कि हमें quiet होना चाहिए, शांत होना चाहिए, and harmless, and we should not give harm to others, to the human beings and other natural animals and environment also. पोइट हमें कुछ बताता है कि हमें अपनी लाइफ में कुछ क्षण के लिए सब कुछ भूल जाना चाहिए. नहीं हमें किसी प्राणी को, पृथ्वी के किसी दूसरे प्राणी को किसी तरीके का नुकसान पहुंचाना चाहिए, और ना ही एनवायरनमेंट को हम कैसे पहुंचाते हैं? व्हेन वी आर यूजिंग pollution, we are using polluting things like running, the factories are running and the vehicles are running on the road. These are the reason of the pollution. When for a moment everything, such types of everything will be stopped, then we will able to save the environment. He suggests that in order to maintain peace and harmony, it is required to stop and introspect ourselves. और in this poem he suggests us, इस poem में वो हमको सजेस्ट करते हैं कि हमें इस समस्या का समाधान पाने के लिए हमें कुछ टाइम के लिए क्या करना है, अपने सारे कामों को छोड़ देना। जैसे कि आपने आजकल लॉकडाउन के दौरान देखा होगा कि हमारी जो नेचर थी उन 2 महीनों में कितनी पीसफुल हो गई थी, एंड ऑल द बर्ड्स विच वर अनेबल टू फाइंड आउट, विच वी कैन नेवर सी, एंड एट दैट टाइम दीज वर ऑल्सो विजिबल। जब लॉकडाउन के दौरान सारी चीज़ें, क्योंकि फैक्ट्रीज भी बंद थी, व्हीकल्स भी बंद थे, एंड इंसान जो थे वो भी अपने घरों में थे, तो प्रकृति जो थी वो शांत थी। प्राकृतिक चीज़ें जो थी उनको सरवाइव करने का मौका मिला। कुछ ऐसे जानवर, पक्षी जो कि बिल्कुल हमारे वातावरण से गायब हो चुके थे, वो वापस आ गए। हमारी जो नदियां हैं वो एकदम साफ हो गई, क्योंकि हम सबसे बड़ा शत्रु कौन है नेचर का? हु इज़ द most dangerous animal of the world? Human beings, who is destroying the earth, who is destroying the environment and the surrounding of our life. Okay, so this was the introduction of the poem. Now come to the rhyme scheme of the poem. The poem is written in free verse and it doesn't follow any rhyme scheme. In this poem there is no rhyme scheme, A B or A C or B B something. No rhyme scheme is used in this poem. For example, we can see in these lines. This is the first stanza of the poem. Now first stanza of the poem, the poet write, now we will count to 12 and we will all keep still. In this poem the poet is suggesting us to keep quiet, to remain silence for a moment. And for it he says that he will count to 12. He will counting 1 to 12 and at that time we all keep still. और उस समय हम सभी को still हो जाना है, silent हो जाना है. Not only quiet but also still means at that time we will not use any words and also we will not move our arms. For once on the face of the earth, let's not speak any language. The poet is suggesting us only for a moment, for one time, on the face of the earth, let's not speak. We should not speak in any language. हमें किसी भी लैंग्वेज में किसी भी सिंबल का यूज़ नहीं करना है. मतलब सिर्फ ये नहीं है कि मान लीजिए कभी ने हमसे कहा कि हम जैसे क्लास में कहते हैं कीप क्वाइट, तो दे रिमेन क्वाइट बट दे यूज़ पॉइंट्स एंड सिम्बल्स टू टॉक टू ईच अदर. बच्चे क्या करते हैं, वो इशारों से बातें करते हैं, आइज से, फिंगर से. बट कवि ने उस समय कहा है कि न केवल आपको सिर्फ बोलना बंद करना है, मतलब आपको कोई लैंग्वेज यूज़ नहीं करनी है, ना ही कोई सिंबल, मतलब अपने हाथ पैरों को भी नहीं चलाना है. यू हैव टू नीड टू रिमेन साइलेंट एंड स्टिल. स्टिल भी रहना, स्थिर भी रहना है और शांत भी रहना है. एंड यू कैन सी रेड वर्ड्स. व्हाट डज इट मीन? फर्स्ट लाइन में जो वर्ड्स मैंने रेड कलर से शो किए हैं, it means there is the repetition of the letter W, we will. So these letters show that which figure of speech is used in this line. Alliteration. When in a poem, जब हम किसी पोएम में सेम लेटर का रिपीटेशन करते हैं, उसको बार बार रिपीट करते हैं, तो वहाँ पर alliteration फिगर ऑफ स्पीच का यूज होता है. तो मोस्टली यू विल सी इन दिस पोएम alliteration figure of speech is used. So in the first line, which figure of speech is used? Alliteration. So let's stop for 1 second and not move our arms so much. And there is a word arms. So there is two meaning of this word arms. First is our hands. Arms means body parts. This is a part of our body, arms. And second is weapons. What does it mean? Weapons. यहाँ पर आर्म्स को के 2 अर्थ बताए गए हैं. एक तो हो गया हमारे हाथ, भुजाएं. सेकंड है वेपन्स, हथियार. कभी कहता है कि मीन्स हमें ना तो अपने बॉडी पार्ट्स को यूज करना है जब हम स्टिल हैं, और न ही किसी हथियार का यूज करना है. वो हम आगे देखेंगे कि वेपन्स का मतलब क्या है इस पोएम में. तो फर्स्ट स्टेंजा में कवि ने हमें क्या कहा है कि हमें ना तो कोई शब्द बोलने हैं, मीन्स हमें साइलेंट रहना है, और सेकेंड थिंग स्टिल मीन्स वी विल नॉट यूज आवर बॉडी पार्ट्स टू give symbols to each other. So he is saying to remain as silent and quiet. So this was the meaning of the first stanza. These are the main points of this first stanza, explanation of the poem. The poet asks everyone to count up to 12 in their mind, and the number 12. And what does, yes, one thing I have forget to tell you, what does the mean of 12? Why he is saying to count up the 12? Because 12 number shows the 12 hours of the day and 12 months of the year also. That's why he uses 12 numbers. He wants all of us to be calm and still. People across the nations have to unite together. And what does it mean? Why he is saying, he is suggesting us to remain silent and still? Because he wants that at that time when we are quiet and still, there is need to pay attention to ourselves. There is need to introspect ourselves. यह ज़रूरत है कि हम अपना आत्मनिरीक्षण करें कि हम क्या हैं, हम क्या अच्छाई कर रहे हैं या हमारे अंदर क्या बुराइयां हैं. हम उन सबको उस समय पर इंट्रोस्पेक्ट करें और हम दूसरों के बारे में कितना सोच रहे हैं, ना केवल सिर्फ अपने बारे में, बल्कि उस समय पर हमें दूसरे व्यक्तियों के बारे में भी सोचना है. फॉर ब्रदरहुड. सो इट मीन्स ही वॉन्ट्स टू गिव अस द lesson of unity. Okay, and so they shall not speak their own languages, rather they all shall keep quiet and speak the language of silence. This will bring unity among all the humans on the face of the earth when we will remain silent and we will remain still. At that time, what will it will bring unity among all the human beings. जब हम शांत हैं और स्थिर हैं, उस समय वो हमें किस चीज़ में मदद करेगा? ये जो शांति और स्थिरता है वो हमारी ह्यूमन बीइंग्स पृथ्वी पर आपस में जो यूनिटी है, एकता को बढ़ावा देगी. क्योंकि हम उस समय सबके बारे में सोचेंगे, सिर्फ किसी कार्य को नहीं करेंगे, बल्कि उस समय हमारा काम क्या है? इंट्रोस्पेक्शन का, और टू थिंक अबाउट द unity. For at least one moment no one shall move his arms either to signal or to fight or argue with each other. So clear हो गया कि arms, what does the mean of arms and what does the mean of weapons. कि कम से कम हम कुछ क्षण के लिए no one shall be moved, हम कुछ क्षण के लिए अपना सब काम बंद कर देंगे, अब कोई मूवमेंट नहीं करेंगे, अपने हाथ पैर नहीं हिलाएंगे. जब हाथ पैर ही नहीं हिलाएंगे तो किसी तरीके की कोई सिग्नल यूज़ नहीं करा जाएगा आपस में बातचीत करने का, लड़ाई करने का, and नहीं we will be able to fight to each other or argue with each other. When there will be no words, then there will be no argues, and when we will not move arms up our arms, then there will be no fight also. Arms means neither we will move our arms for fighting and for using weapons. Okay, so this was the explanation of the first paragraph. In the next video I'll tell you the explanation of the second paragraph. Thank you, students.